Hello, parents and students. This is another um, announcement for you guys because today is the first Monday in May. As I told you guys in your packets, we have these spiral bound, and this is 3 weeks worth of review. So this is to replace the writing center, and this is to replace the grammar lessons, and to review a little snippet of most everything we have learned throughout the year. So because this is something I've never done before, I wanted to explain what this is. So I have the packet that Lynn will be using because this is the one that you guys have, okay? So I'm gonna tilt you down like I do the students, okay? So probably one of the first things I would guess they're gonna ask is, can I color the cover? Yes, they can color the cover, okay? Their names are at the bottom, and when you open this, there is kind of like a table of contents, okay? So, and I dated it. So this is starting 5/4, week 1, and week 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. So I put the dates. So what this means is we'll just focus on week 1, day 1. When you look at the activity pages, and I think it's in a different spot in the kindergarten ones, but they're identical. Down at the bottom, it shows week 1, day 1, okay? So, something I might be doing for Lynn's, because this will just help her, if you have any, or if you want to just fold the pages over. So missing numbers up to 75, and there it is. My screen isn't big enough, and there it is. So this page she needs to do today, okay? Addition to 13 needs to be done today. Identifying adjectives, that one, okay? And then sight word practice. And then there's a blank page because I tried to make I put in a blank page for the pages that had cutting so that the kiddos could still cut. So I'll leave it up to you, since it's toward the bottom of the page. They can still go ahead and cut, because rearranging the words to make a sight word might be more important than one more adjective practice sentence. They'll have 8 or 9 others up there, or they can just write it. I'll leave it up to you. And then reading comprehension. So that's everything that will need to be done day 1. Okay, and then you'll notice at the bottom of the next page, it says week 1, day 2. So this will start the stuff for Tuesday. Okay, so like this is for Monday, this is for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then it repeats next week and repeats the 3rd week. So by the time this is completed, it should be by the Friday before Memorial Day weekend. I did not send or plan anything for that very last week of school, because it's the last week of school, and we as the teachers are trying to figure out some fun things to do for the kiddos. And usually that week is when we would tear down decorations. We do a lot of reading. I let the kids play. So one of those, there's a lot of graduation practice during that week. And also because kindergarten is still going to be doing math. So right up until Wednesday of that last week, I think, is their last math lesson, because Monday, that last Monday of May, there's not going to be any video conferencing. There's no assignments for that day because it's Memorial Day, and we wouldn't normally have school anyway. So then that Tuesday, we would be doing a bunch of review, a lot of playing outside, cleaning up our desks, packing stuff to go home. Wednesday, there would be a lot of the same. We probably would be having our class party that day. and tearing down the decorations, moving furniture around for the carpets to get shampooed over the summer, and graduation practice, more graduation practice Thursday, and just having fun. And then Friday would be yearbook signing, and we would be out at noon. So that last week of May, there wouldn't be a lot of academics anyway, lots of fun, lots of just memory making. We'd be making some art projects, maybe some parent gifts for graduation, maybe watch a movie. So that last week, the kids are ready for school to be done. So there's a lot of more fun stuff that happens that week. And the kiddos last year were so helpful. And I'm pre-recording and setting to premiere all of the math lessons, and I'll be doing more read alouds, but grammar is going to be reviewed in here. Math for first grade, our last unit will end on Tuesday the 12th of May. So their math will also be combined in this, okay? So, and they finished all the math units. And by the time kindergarten finishes, I think we'll have finished all, yeah. So their last one will be subtraction. That one I felt was really important. So I've got some extra activities for first grade to do because subtraction is so important. So that's just kind of a little brief layout of what I had planned for May. So videos will still be posted. I'll be sending out an email to all the parents end of day today. I'm waiting for a phone call from my podiatrist's office to confirm that the hospital approved my ankle surgery for the 11th. So I'll be sending out an email with some information about that. So yeah, we're almost there, guys. And parents, please, I really hope you realize how incredibly proud of these kiddos that I am, and I know you are too. They have worked so hard, not just during this digital learning part, but throughout the whole year. And a special note to the first graders, I have been so blessed to have had them for 2 years. And I'm really excited to see my kindergartners become first graders. So if you guys do have any questions, I will not be doing any videos on these since they're activities. Honestly, the math ones, those have been in practice pages in the past. We've done the color by numbers. We've done a lot of the sight word practice already. And as I'm flipping through here, there was one I just saw, just a little FYI for the parents, and the kids, I'm sure, would have no trouble explaining this. Okay, so when you guys see a little wheel like this, that's for them to spin. So what I would have them do, and the kiddos can all explain this, they just take a paper clip, doesn't matter what size, and hold their pencil, and then they flick it, and whatever one they land on is the one that they would write. So there's a couple of these. The kiddos love these. So just trying to think of other things, just little FYIs. So, but I think that covers everything. Oh, like here's another one that there's a cutting out, but it didn't work with the double siding. So for ones like this, if I had done that on accident, it's been known to happen. I would have the kids just write the equations and then check them off. So we think outside the box sometimes when stuff happens. So you're like, this is what the sight word superstar word pages were supposed to be like. And there it is. So sometimes stuff happens. So I will not be doing any video tutorials for any of these pages because they're all things the kids have most likely seen before. But if you do have any questions, we can FaceTime, we can Zoom, we can Google Meet, I can set up meetings. FaceTime probably would be the easiest. But but we'll figure something out, and I will still be available, of course, to answer any questions. I just won't be putting tutorials up for these. So the only ones that will be going up will be for the math and some extra subtraction math activities I included in the May packets for them to practice. And of course, I encourage you guys to use those throughout the summer with those little kinders. And they can be easily reversed to use as math. And if you guys do want any summer review packets put together like this, I do have a couple. I will gladly print them out and send them to you guys so that they don't have as much of a summer slide, which is of course normal, but with how the digital learning has changed so drastically, we want to prevent that slide from being even steeper. So read, read, read. I don't know if the AR will still be available through the summer, but it will be at least through May from what I understand. I'm sure as teachers will get more information, but hey, as long as it works, let them quiz because it's a great comprehension check. So if you guys have any questions, please do reach out to me. I will still be available. I'm be putting science things up too on YouTube and read alouds for the kiddos too. So I've got all that stuff I'll be pre-recording. So yeah, all right. Thank you guys so much for your prayers and support and for sharing your wonderful children with me. It's been an amazing year, even though this happened at the end. None of this would have been possible without your support. So thank you guys for that. All right. Have a great day and a great week.